So you just became a life coach and you're curious, which business model should you choose, right? So that you can go out there as a life coach and start making money and growing your business quickly. Well, don't worry, I got you covered in this video as we're going to be going over the best business models for life coaches to get them to their first six figures. Let's rock and roll.
We all win when we all win. We all win when we all win.
Hey there, my friend, it's Super Sid, the Marketing Shaman, and I help life coaches and healers make their first or next 100K with profitable presentations. And in today's video, we're going to be going over specifically, right, what are the best business models that life coaches can use so that they can make more money, sign up more clients, and ultimately help them make their first, right, 100K as a life coach. We're specifically going to be going over the different types of business models, and we're also going to be going over how you can choose the best business model for your specific business so that you can start making money quickly and signing up new clients so that you can start becoming that successful life coach that you want really, really fast. Let's rock and roll. All right, so first things first, what exactly is a business model and why would having a business model help you as a life coach when it comes to signing up more clients, scaling your business, and ultimately helping more people while also making more money, ultimately getting you right to your first or next 100K as a life coach? So what a business model is going to be is you specifically as a life coach solve a problem. There's a specific problem that you solve in a specific niche out in the marketplace. Now there's three core specific marketplaces that you as a life coach are going to be wanting to focus on, and those specific three core markets are going to be health, wealth, or relationships. Now what we're going to do is we're going to identify sub-markets or groups of people within those three core markets, and then we're going to identify the problems that they have in regards to you finding the niche that you can then serve. And then what we're going to be able to do after we identify that niche is you are going to be able to go out there and going to be able to solve a specific problem that they have. So a business model is going to be how, right, you specifically solve that problem, right? So you have a specific solution, and that solution can be solved typically in a multitude of ways. You can do this one-on-one, do this through group coaching, and do this through a book. You can do this through a home study course. There's a bunch of different ways that you can do this. And ultimately what we want to do when we're identifying a business model is picking a business model, right, that is not only going to help you make the most money or help you reach your goals that you have for your life coaching business, but also choosing and picking a business model that is going to help you live out the lifestyle and the core specific desire that you had to become a life coach in the first place. So if you became a life coach because you wanted to not work, right, 40 hours a week and you only wanted to work two days a week, we need to make sure that we're picking a business model that is going to help you support that while also helping you support the clients that you're going to serve. So specifically, when we're looking at a business model, we want to look at it from a couple of different angles. It's not just picking a business model that's going to serve your clients the best. It's picking a business model that's going to serve you as the business owner the best, because at the end of the day, as the business owner, guess what? We get to make the rules. We get to go out there and we get to pick the rules that we have for our business, and we get to go out there and play by those rules because guess what? We're an entrepreneur, and as entrepreneurs, right, we get the freedom and we get the choice to have, that freedom to choose, right, not only when we get to work, but who we want to work with. So what we want to make sure is that we understand not only what a business model is, but that we choose a business model as quickly as we can so that we can focus on this business model and start, specifically walking toward this business model and starting to sign up people inside this business model so that we can then have a very, very profitable and, efficient business model that's not only going to support our clients and support our business, but is also going to support us as an entrepreneur as well. Before I go into this next piece on specifically how you need to design, right, your specific life coaching business, or how you can design it, right, to then help you make 4 times as much money, usually by working less, I want to remind you to subscribe to this channel. I'm putting out new and exciting videos every single day showing life coaches and healers how they can make their first or next 100K with profitable presentations. Make sure to click that button below and subscribe. All right, so now you specifically know, right, the problem that it is that you want to solve, and you understand what a business model is. Let's go over the different types of business models and specifically, right, help you pick a core solution that you are going to go out there and help people, right, solve their problem with, right, your core business model and the solution that you have. So ultimately, right, you have a solution that's going to help fix a problem. There's people out there in your niche that have this problem, and what we need to do is we need to pick a deliverability, we need to pick a deliverable of how we are going to deliver our solution to the people, right, that need our help. So when I talk about deliverable, we're going to be talking about the type of way that you are going to communicate or work with or help, right, the people who are going to pay you money to get your help, right? We are going to be delivering this solution in a multitude. There's a multitude of ways we can deliver it, and we are going to be delivering it in one specific way. So ultimately, right, one of the things that we can do to deliver solutions, which are higher ticket type offers, are going to be things like one-on-one coaching, are going to be things like masterminds, are going to be things like, possibly small group coaching. These things are going to be a lot more intimate. What I mean by intimate is you're going to be spending a lot more time with these people, ultimately being the reason why the cost is more. See, as coaches, a lot of times we get paid based on the amount of time that we spend with the customers that we have to solve the problem that they have, right? Ultimately, we can deliver, right, this solution in a way that might not take up as much time, and when that's the case, they typically don't need to pay us as much money because they're not taking up more of our time. See, as coaches, we have one specific finite resource that every single coach has and that everybody has, and that's a finite amount of time. There's only 24 hours in a day, so if someone's going to take up more of that time, right, to get our help to solve the same solution that we're helping hundreds of others solve, but they're not taking as much time, they typically are going to pay for that time. So when we're looking at specifically the type or the core way that we want to solve this solution, you can look at ways like high ticket ways, which are going to be like masterminds, which are going to be ways like one-on-one or possibly small group coaching. Now, these are great ways to, sign up people at a high price, typically high ticket, for at least a few $1,000s or more, for a few months ongoing. The challenge with this, though, is if this is the only way that you're solving, you're only typically going to be able to sign up a few people at once, which is going to easily get you caught up into this freelancer trap, which is not going to have you making money with anything below, right, this high ticket offer, which could handicap you, especially if you sell out early on and you're only able to take 6 or 8 people, and then you're not, and then all of a sudden, right, you're stuck working with these 6 or 8 people and you're not out here promoting your business, and then people, forget about you after 2 to 3 months, and you got to come back right out around, and guess what? You got to promote, and you got to promote, and you got to promote, and hope that you sign up 6 to 8 people again, and it becomes this vicious cycle that we call the freelancer trap that you really don't want to get caught up in. And this is a way to alleviate this is going to be something that we call the value ladder, which is specifically going to be what we talk about in the next segment. Now, below, right, these high ticket offers, another couple of business models that you can run that are very, very popular are going to be classified right in the middle part of this value ladder. Well, again, we're going to be explaining what that is here in a second, but what exactly these products and what these offers are that you can solve. The group coaching is huge with this. This is where you typically have a bigger group, and you might have a course that goes along with this group. And then what you do is you go and meet this group, like, maybe once a week, twice a week, or once every couple of weeks, or whatever it is, to answer questions and help walk them through the problems that they have. A lot of times when you're doing these things like group coaching, you can do things like hot seats, or you can do things like, challenges within the group setting and stuff like that, to where you are able to mix and match within your offer, right, a group coaching program that is going to, not take up a ton of your time, but is going to have a great impact with the people that you help. And then you can also have these things like low ticket lead magnets. Low ticket lead magnets are going to be things like profitable presentations, possibly, like a book that you write or a guide. These can also be freebies that you can give away, but ultimately you want to get someone's email so they can ultimately get on your list. By having these things on the lower half, you're going to be able to then consistently be getting prospects that are getting added to your list, consistently getting prospects that are entering into your world and seeing the problems that you solve, and consistently getting people that are raising their hand and saying that they're interested in the problems and the solutions that you solve and the solutions that you provide. We want to make sure that we're consistently doing this, because even if we have the high tickets over here and we can get leads down here, at least we know that we're not going to have to hustle 3 months down the line, and we're going to consistently have people raising their hand every single day when they come through those lead magnets looking to get our help, of people that we know we can help. So we want to make sure that no matter what the core is, typically we want to pick something either in the middle or on the high ticket side, because we want to make sure that the business can run and we can consistently be getting money coming in with each sale that we make. But we also want to make sure that we look to design, right, our value ladder, and ultimately have multiple offers that are going to solve one major solution. But by having multiple offers, we are going to consistently be able to make money, even, right, if our one-on-one time is all booked up, right, and sold out, we can still be making money down that value ladder. And we're going to be talking about that right now. All right, so now we went over a couple of different types of ways that you can deliver your solution to the marketplace as a life coach. Now let's specifically talk about how you're going to be able to grow and design your life coaching business using the value ladder that is going to help you usually quadruple your business, right? While also working a lot less in the process. So what a value ladder is, and there's probably going to be a picture that comes up here in this video here in a second, is going to be a way where you are able to stack specific offers. All these offers, solve one major solution, but you're going to be able to stack multiple offers, all solving that solution in different deliverables. So what I mean by that is you might have specific lead magnets or downloadable PDFs that you don't have to do anything but email them one time, to deliver that, That's going to add them to your list. You might have things like a Facebook group, that you bring people into and that you do, a video in every single week. That could be a free thing, You might have a home study course, That might be your entryway into working with you. And that home study course is just a few $100s, But it's just kind of that entry. And basically everything they need to solve the problem they have is in that home study course. But what is the thing about home study courses? Over 98% of people don't finish them. So, a lot of times people might come into that home study course and they might say, oh, well, I thought I could do this by myself. I'm actually going to need a little bit more assistance. That's then when you have that group coaching, that's above that piece, or that that next level, where maybe they start and being able to come to that group coaching and start getting that Q&A from you, and then they come to that group coaching and realize that the Q&A is so good that they'd rather have that stuff and have access to you full time. So one-on-one might be the best way for them, and you're able to help ascend them up that value ladder. The way that we do this is typically when we have our high ticket coaching. Typically this is where a lot of our focus on is as life coaches, where we're working on have masterminds or one-on-one coaching or something like that. We're putting a lot of our time into those people because those people are paying us the most money. But it doesn't mean that we can't have other products out there where we can spend an hour a week, putting time into those other products while also consistently making money down that value ladder, but also, keeping those buckets full of prospects who would be interested in our one-on-one and our masterminds and our higher ticket products when those things become available. This is a great way to design your life coaching business because it's not only going to, remove you from having to chase, prospects and clients every couple of months with only having one product and eliminating, the freelancer trap. It's a great way to do this because ultimately it's going to keep prospects and people who need your help on your forefront. They're going to, their eyeballs are going to stay on you. And usually when something becomes available, there's going to be people inside that group of people on that list, or people who have, that are in your stuff already, that are going to be waiting for that spot to become available and have a credit card in hand and be ready to pay you money when that spot becomes available, because they've been waiting for a long time ever since they found you earlier along in the process. Are you a life coach or healer who's looking to make your first or next 6 figures as a life coach or healer? Well, then I got a free gift for you called my 100K Life Coach Launch Guide, and you can grab that 100K Life Coach Launch Guide right now in the description. Just click down here in the description and you can grab this 100K Life Coach Launch Guide, which is going to be a 22-page guide showing you how you can go out there and become a life coach and make 6 figures as a life coach following our very simple 3-step system. Make sure to click that link down there in the description and grab your free copy of that 100K Life Coach Launch Guide right now. And don't forget, we all win when we all win. I choose to win today, and I hope you choose to win by clicking down there below and grabbing your free copy of this 100K Life Coach Launch Guide right now. We'll see you in the next video.